Hello and welcome back to Highbrow Wrestling. Let's see where things lie. Henry wants more money, despite the fact that it said it was good last time I checked. Let's give him a little bit bump. Okay. We currently have how many people on the roster? Excuse me. 34. How many of them can work? Technically, all of them. Kenny Omega's legs are a bit beat up, but 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. I actually grabbed 70,000 things, so I don't expect to sell them all, but that's okay. Let's book this event. The World Champion Fatso Gully Gull in the main event. Let's go. We're doing an American show, so let's go 6-man tag team championships. Then we'll go junior heavyweight. We'll go heavyweight tag. We'll go Stardom Junior. And then junior tag. To separate tag matches a bit. All right. Now. We're going to go back to our usual routine, which means Joe Hendry is getting a shot at the championship. For the 6-man tag team titles, we're going to put together a dream team. Or at least a dream team for me, because I like them all. Of Damian Priest. I don't care about the face heel thing for this if it's the generic faces and heels. The Miz, actually. Is not my favorite wrestler, but I have started to appreciate him a bit more lately. Let's put him in black. And then we're going to go Kenny Omega, because why the hell not? And we're going to go to fight Dynamite Kid. Let's go. Penta. For the tag team championships. I haven't given these guys a shot at them in a while. Let's go Great Muto. Face Stingray. We're going to go we're going to give Flat a shot. I might have given him one last episode. I haven't watched anything back. I took a couple hours break and then I'm back to record some more. And let's go Poopy McPherson, Poop McCluskey. And we're going to do a singles match. We're going to go Davey Boy Smith versus Ray Phoenix, because they have comparable stats. Then we're going to do 6-man tag. Julia, Tenryu, Tiger Mask versus Bigelow, Rusev, and Gordy. Then we're going to go Vader versus Dude Love. And then we're going to go tag match. I think we have 4 people left. Yes, we do. Technically 3 baddies and 1 good guy, but again, for the generics, I don't care as much. Stone Cold and Chris Candido versus Elijah and Spud Marmoset. So without any kind of special stuff, 46,000. I can honestly probably do better with singles matches. They tend to draw better, but I want everybody on the card. Poster is only 10,000 and puts us to 60. Social media is another, what was it? 4,400, and we get more than that back. The print ad is enough to sell the place out, so that's what we'll do. And let's proceed. Stone Cold Steve Austin and Chris Candido against Elijah and Spud Marmoset. Should be a good little opener. 88%. Elijah beats Candido with the Canadian backbreaker. Austin falls to 11-11. Elijah goes up to 5-11. Chris Candido falls to a disappointing 1-14. Spud Marmoset goes up to 8-7. Next up, Vader versus Dude Love. 83%. Not bad, honestly, for 6.5 minutes. Dude Love drops to 7-8. Vader goes up to 14-6. Up next, the Dream Team versus the other members of Brutality. 100% match. Dream Teams loses their first trios match. Julia goes to 6-7. Tenryu goes to 1-9. And Tiger Mask goes to 3-5. Brutality finally in their third attempt to get a trios win. Bam Bam goes to 13-12. Rusev goes to 5-16. And Gordy goes to 16-5. Next up, Davey Boy Smith versus Ray Phoenix. Only a 72%, but Davey Boy Smith gets the win with what I assume is his finisher. I know it's a version of a running power slam. So Phoenix falls to 2-4. Davey Boy is now 1-1. Up next, highbrow junior tag team titles. Poopy McPherson, Poop McCluskey versus champions P. Myself and Toots Marino. And still with the Shard Attack. McPherson falls to 16-14. McCluskey to 14-14. 3 and 6 in tag team competition. Meanwhile, Bodily Function 6 and 3. Me Myself gets to double-digit wins finally. Toots Marino goes to 18 and 12. P Myself is 10 and 16, by the way. For the Stardom Junior Heavyweight Championship, El Stingray defends against Vlad Chulins. And still only 80%, but nevertheless passable. 11 and 17 for Vlad. 4 and 1 for El Stingray. With a small package in just under 12 minutes. Still almost 90%. For the Highbrow Open Weight Tag Team Championships, the Great Muta and Keiji Muto versus Atsushi Onita and Hiroshi Tanahashi, the champions, representing the Dream Team. And new. They have regained their championships. The Dream Team falls to 7 and 4 in tag teams. Hiroshi Tanahashi is 8 and 3. Onita is 7 and 2. Muta is now 10 and 2. Muto is now 8 and 2. Tag teams 4 and 1. Stole the Thunderfire Powerbomb to beat him too, I just realized. Coming up next for the Highbrow Junior Heavyweight Championship, it's going to be Penta El Zero Miedo versus the Dynamite Kid. We're going to simulate this one because we're going to watch the main event. Ooh, only 70% Dynamite Kid with a tombstone. Rough. Penta falls to 2 and 5. Dynamite goes to 3 and 1. It's going to be real hard to give you a tag title shot when you have a singles title because I don't like giving people both. Not once I have a big roster. Highbrow 6-man tag team championships. Damian Priest, Kenny Omega, and The Miz versus The Industry. And still with a KO, I thought I turned off, but I apparently was wrong. I really need to turn those off. Because they happen more often than they should for being on low, which I know I did put it back to at least low. Bullock falls to 11-16. Robinson to 10 and 14. Howard to 16 and 14. And they have lost their first trios match. No, they haven't. What the hell am I talking about? They just won. Good Lord. Said and still, and for some reason treated it like new champions. I don't understand why, but we fixed those. So they are now 4 and 0. Howard is 17 and 13. Robinson's 11 and 13. Bullock is 12 and 15. Now down here, you get a loss. You get a loss. And you get a loss. Miz is 8 and 13. Kenny Omega 1 and 2. Damian Priest 14 and 9. Still fairly impressive record, but definitely lost more than he's won recently. And now it's time for the main event. Say his name and he appears. Joe Hendry challenges Fatso Gully Gull for the World Heavyweight Championship. As always, the senior, only, and most handsome official in wrestling history, Billy Bluebag, calling the action. So you'll notice that Hendry still kind of has this Ring of Honor-ish look. I did change the hair color. I didn't tweak anything else, although I did give him a more up-to-date finisher. Not exactly a choke slam, but because I didn't want everyone to just have the Big Show choke slam until I agreed to download more moves gradually. But I gave him what's called the Muso, which is basically like a almost like the nice fall away slam there by Hendry. Almost like the Russian neck drop in reverse. Instead of grabbing him around the waist and dumping him on his head, you grab him. You kind of do like the amateur wrestling, like arms between the legs, crotch grab, lift into like a side slam thing. It kind of looks like the standing ovation. And it'll last for now. Kick to the ding-ding a moment ago in a 1 count. Nice counter by Hendry. Uh-oh. Oh, that uppercut palm strike to the jaw, but Hendry trying to fight back. Small package by the big man. Quick 1 count. Trading punches. Fatso Gully Gull with the advantage. The giant swing middle of the ring. This is apparently a submission hold in this game. Drags him away from the ropes. Deadlift German suplex, but Hendry's actually up first, weirdly. Northern Lights driver, he ain't up first this time. Cover. 2. Kick at it, 2. Big back body drop into the Boston Crab. The champion proving his dominance once again thus far. Hendry desperately trying to fight back 6 minutes in. Escapes the suplex with surprising agility for a big man, especially that big. That suplex body slam combo. It's standing suplex is what I'm just going to call it from now on. Into a senton clothesline. Hendry trying to set up a bulldog, but gets back suplexed to the top rope. Now changes his mind as Fatso. Tiger bomb into a giant swing too close to the ropes. Sambo suplex. Another big senton. Now just headlock and punches to the head. Oh, that uppercut palm strike into another senton. Hendry firing back, this time able to hit some punches in the headlock himself. Nice DDT. Trying to catch his breath a little bit, but Fatso's up first. Fireman's carry. Hendry trying to get back into this one. But it's the Gully Gullet. It's over. No one escapes the Gully Gullet. You might get out of it or if he hits it too early in a match. But once you're weak, it's over. Also just realized I haven't added Joe Hendry to my list. He's 0-1. Standing ovation. And still 70%. That part's unfortunate. But Fatso Gully Gull, 26-5. Going on yet another dominant title run here. We are still above 80% though, so I'll take it. 72,500 people. We made nearly $3 million on this show. We found Kawada in Japan. Not the Bob Ross legend I'm looking for. But Kawada's a pretty good find. Urshela in Latin America, I'm not sure who that is. Star wrestler Ho left Eurasian Legends. Interesting. Alright. Well, let's quickly go over here and take a look at this, shall we? I don't remember Kawada. The only problem is I don't remember Kawada's first name off the top of my head, so I'm probably going past him. I'm almost positive I went past him, as a matter of fact. Yeah, I definitely did. Oh no, there he is. Tosihiaki Kawada. BSBB, B plus an A. I might be hiring him. And who is the other new guy we found? Someone in Latin America, whose name I already forget. I'll probably know it when I see it. Hopefully. I do not, in fact, know it when I see it. Oh, yes, I do. Urshela. Not bad, but I'm looking for more popular people at this point. Alright, well, first things first. Dude Love wants more money. Again. Despite losing all the time. Keiji Muto just won his tag belts back, so fair enough. He's also got 2 S's in popularity and nothing below a B. Vader. Onita wants more money. Do that. ASBB. Take that. I'll put you over 2,000. You're still going to ask for more later, but that's okay. Ray Phoenix. You're not even that popular. Why are you asking for more money already? It's BCBC isn't terrible. Of course, you also make $800, so yeah, fine. I'll put you over 1,000. Hiroshi Tanahashi, fair enough. SSBA for popularity. Yeah, you can have a raise. Spud Marmoset. You've been on the downswing for the most part, but ABCC, I guess, isn't too bad. He's actually higher in America than he is in Japan now, even though he was the other way around. You can go to 2,000 for now. Groovy. So let's check everyone's health. Ooh, Redneck. Yeah, his legs are actually getting healthier because in the matches he's been in, even though he's been in matches, they haven't been getting worked over as much, so he's actually recovering. For anybody who's in condition to not work, like poor condition, I mean. No. However, Damian Priest is Redneck. As is P myself. Bill Bullock's up to an S popularity in America. Look at him go. So what do we have? 2 people in reds, I believe. Yeah, normal and red for Damian Priest. And P myself is good, but red. All right. Well, first thing we're going to do before I forget about it. There we go. Now, I mean, I think it's pretty straightforward. It's Kawada. He's B plus A plus our gym will put him up comparable with everyone else. Which B plus A is already close to comparable anyway. He's strong style, which fits us. He's on the high-ish end of free agents, but we have lots of money now, and he's BSBB. And we're about to do a Japanese show with a couple people missing. So, yeah. Much as I don't want to make one team enormous big, I kind of feel like he almost has to be in the dream team. Because he's Kawada. So we're going to put him there for now. I can always move them if I think I need to. Okay. All right. So we sold all of that. We sold 2/3 to 3/4 of those, and we didn't sell tons of action figures, but that's okay. So honestly, I think I'm just gonna do t-shirts. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. All right, well in that case, I'll do 1,000 towels. Because that's over 10,000 things, but these tend to sell a little better than some of these ones. So that'll help make up the difference. So I said when we got to 20 million or ran out of roster slots, again, we would get the gym upgrade. I suspect 20 million is going to come first because we're doing very well and we still have 3 roster spots. All right, so we got 2 people off. That's fine because we have more than enough slots. We have more people than we can fill with singles matches anyway. Let's go Japan Urban. Can we do the large haul at 20? Probably not. We'll do the medium one to start and go from there. That's Gully Go in the main event. We'll go Team Muda because they're really popular in Japan. Then we'll go Dynamite Kid. Team Myself needs to be off this show, so that title's actually not going to be on the line. We'll do 6-man, and then we'll do Stingray. Alright, well, we know who's getting the world title shot. It's going to be the guy with the S popularity that we just signed. Although Hiroshi Tanahashi would also be a good choice and hasn't had a title shot for several months. He was in other title matches for a while. But we're going to keep with the tradition. It's Kawada. Dynamite Kid's still busy. What if we do a weird team, but it'd be fun? Let's go Kenny Omega. And Joe Hendry. Dynamite Kid. He's gonna fight. He just fought Penta. Well, he's gonna fight Tiger Mask, isn't he? Which is actually a very legendary real match, which is even funnier. That's not why I did it. I just did it because he's the most popular Japanese in Japan guy that I have. Speaking of which, we should probably book our most popular guys in highest profile matches. So, since this is a 6-man tag team title, and I see 3 Japanese S's, we're going to go Horseshoe Tanahashi, Atsushi Onita, and Tenryu. Although, again, tag matches, they don't give you quite as much credit for, so you gotta be careful with that, but Penta didn't win last time, but let's go Ray Phoenix. Now we'll do a singles match with Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Vlad Chulins. Do a tag team match. Plusky and McPherson versus the Bam Bams. Do a singles match. Penta versus Julia. And we'll do another tag match. Vader and Rusev. Versus Marmoset and The Miz. And then we'll throw together a random 6-man. Dude Love. Toots Marino. And Davey Boy Smith. There's not that many people available because I'm resting 2 people. All right, so let's do this then. Let's just do a singles. Because we have some people that are at normal condition, so they could afford a little bit of a rest. And let's go Toots Marino. Get him on the card, because I definitely want to keep building him up. Versus Davey Boy. Can't quite fill it for 30,000, even with TV commercial. With social media, we can fill a 16,000 seat in the rural large hall. Let's do that. Of course, we'll simulate this whole card because of time. We have more than enough merchandise already made. Toots Marino versus Davey Boy Smith. 98%, and my boy Toots gets the win, putting him at 19-12. And Davey Boy goes to 1-2. My but most importantly, 98%. Vader and Rusev representing brutality against the Franken team of Spud Marmoset and The Miz. And the Franken team wins. The Miz almost never manages to win with the actual skull-crushing finale because it's a back grapple and they block those a lot. However, weirdly, the leg sweep facebuster, otherwise known as the stroke, which is the Russian leg sweep, very similar type facebuster version, is a front grapple. I think that makes sense. Either way, Miz gets a win for his team in another 98% outing. 9-13 for him, 9-7 for Spud. Excuse me. Vader goes to 14-7 and is the one who actually took the pin in that one. Rusev falls to 5-17 and 3-3 for Brutality as tag teams. Up next, Penta versus Julia. A full 100% match, excuse me. Penta gets the win with a roll-up. Julia falls to 6-8. Penta raising himself up to 3-5. The Dumps represented by Poop McCluskey and Poopy McPherson against another team from Brutality, Bam Bam and Bam Bam, Bigelow and Gordy. And wow, that whole team fell in both matches. That is rare for them to lose every match they're in, however many there are, whether it's singles, tag, whatever it is. Gordy goes 16-6. Bigelow goes 13 all, or 13-13, if you will. If you will. Brutality is 3-4 in various tag team action. The Dumps go up to 4-6 in tag team action. McCluskey 15-14. McPherson 17-14. Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Vlad Chulins. Battle of the Brawlers. 93% with the stunner. Stone Cold gets the win. Sad news for Vlad, but the match is good enough and high enough on the card that hopefully it will at least keep his popularity, if not raise it still. I'm not sure how that actually works. Austin goes to 12-11. Vlad going to 11-18. Ray Phoenix, excuse me, tries to do what his brother couldn't last month and is also unsuccessful. El Stingray retains. They're actually in the same stable. I forgot I made him the third man in the Lucha Bros as opposed to the tag team of Lucha Brothers. But that's alright. They're baby faces, so they can have respectable competition for a title anyway. Which honestly, at this point, I can just put anybody against anybody if I really want to. Now that I have a big enough roster, it's not like there's actual storylines that really affect anything. Stingray still the champion. 6-man tag team championships. Hiroshi Tanahashi, Tenryu, and Onita representing the Japanese Dream Team. I haven't said what I intended their full name to be in a while. That's why the initials, if you look on their roster page, are JDT. Versus The Industry. And still, they are undefeated in trios competition. Won the belts their first time out. Have not looked back. The Industry have won again. Bill Bullock with the original triangle answer, which is, I believe, Stranglehold Gamma or a similar type, like armbar-ish type move. Anyway, Onita falls to 7-3. Tenryu to a disappointing 1-10. Hiroshi Tanahashi, who's the one who actually cost them the match by giving up, 8-4. 0-2 as trios. Meanwhile, we go up to The Industry. 5-0 as trios. 18-13 for the Hollywood Hunk Jack Howard. 12-13 for the Divine Matt Robinson. 13-15 for the Convict Bill Bullock, who got them the win tonight. Impressive showing. Coming up next, for the Highbrow Junior Heavyweight title, a legendary match revisited. Tiger Mask challenges Dynamite Kid. And still with the flying headbutt, Tiger Mask falls to 3-6. The Dynamite Kid to 4-1. Kenny Omega and Joe Hendry versus the Great Muto for the Tag Team Championships. This should be a hell of a match. Oh, I would say so. Joe Hendry eats the pin, as you would honestly in real life, if you could somehow have the Great Muta and KG Muto as separate people, and Kenny Omega. Hendry's probably taking the pin, and would probably, knowing him, be fine doing so. He seems like a guy who's very humble and understands, hey, I got a big break and I'm happy for it, but in this match, I'm the one taking the pin. With the Great Muta variation, hitting the rounding body press, hit the moonsault. So he actually hit his real finisher. Great Muto goes to 5-1 as a team. Muta to 11-2. Muto to 9-2. And in our main event, new signing that we just discovered, Tosihiaki Kawada, All Japan legend, versus Fatso Gully Gull, the nearly unbeatable champion. This is his third dominant title reign. Ooh, the match didn't go well. Terrible rating, unfortunately, but Fatso retains, and we're still above 90, so I will take it. Fatso Gully Gull is 27-5. Tosihiaki Kawada is 0-1 in a lopsided affair. But it didn't. So much of the rest of the card was good that it didn't matter. We still made $1.5 million. We have reached near the end of year 3. We found Hero in Latin America. Don't know who that is, but okay. Damian Priest would like some more money. That's fine. Kenny Omega, that's also fine, especially with the match you just put on in the co-main event. And your legs are back to orange. I might even give him a show off. Plus, I got him at a friggin' steal. You can have a middle raise, actually. Austin. Bro, you already make too much money. Piss off. I mean, you do help the show a lot, but still, that's a lot of money. Especially compared to most of my roster. Who the hell was I just checking on? Not Austin, I just did him. Did Omega. I don't remember who the hell it was. Matt Robbins. Honestly, fair the hell enough. You do make a fair amount already, but you're quite popular and your matches are really good. Jack Howard, same. Rusev. Rusev's had a lot of bad luck in this promotion, unfortunately. I keep giving him title shots, but he keeps losing. And it's not even always him getting beat either. Like, even in tag ones, it's not his fault, but it just keeps happening. Keeps building a little momentum, and then it goes away. Tiger Mask. Oh, good, he lost his S in Japan. That's great. Maybe not do that. Dynamite Kid. Honestly, yeah, you've brought yourself up to B's pretty much everywhere that we actually try to go, and I haven't given you a raise before, so you can actually have a top raise because you're a champion. Lovely. Okay. All right. Anybody in poor condition? I don't think so. A couple people that are like a little discolored and or normal, but I don't think there's anybody that low. Now, the only one in I would consider kind of rough shape is his legs are back to orange. That's a problem for later. You know what? We haven't hired anybody from our own area in quite a while. Let's do that. Make sure I've saved. Check that one more time because it likes to change on me a lot. Triple H would be a pretty interesting one. Patriot, I've always been a fan of. Unfortunately, with C plus and B, he's probably not going to go up high enough to really be competitive like I'd like. Amatonga. Dr. Death. Sophia Petrillo would just be hilarious, and a junior. Shawn Michaels. I do not believe Shawn Michaels is 242 pounds or a heavyweight. Shane McMahon. Seth Rollins. Samoa Joe, although A and C plus is interesting. Sam Warhammer could still be a good choice. Road Warrior Animal, but he's expensive as hell, which I can now afford, but do I really want to? And the answer is no. Rhino. Problem is he's only got any popularity in America. Like, at all. Randy Savage. Randy Bo Bandy. Oh yeah, I said I was going to hire him ages ago. We got to get Randy Bo Bandy. What do you mean you don't want to work for me, Randy Bo Bandy? You ever put down them fucking half-eaten cheeseburgers and sign the damn contract? Because you're coming to work for me. Come here, Randy Bo Bandy. Thank you. Obviously going into the heels. He's assistant trailer park supervisor's dick. Get back out there. I haven't found Bob Ross yet. Good. All right. So, I think I'm going to do another Japanese show next month. I'd really like to get that to a B. The only thing is I'm worried if I do 2 of those in a row, will it drop my S rank in America? But I hope not. Where is he? Kawada. Running dangerous kick. Okay. I assume that's the Yakuza kick, if I had to guess, but maybe like a penalty kick or something. I'm honestly know the name, but I've seen some clips, but I'm not familiar enough to know offhand which one of his nasty looking kicks I've seen that is. I'll work on that stuff offline. We'll see you next time for more highbrow wrestling action. Peace out.